I realize this video has an almost identical title to my last one, but there's something that needs to be addressed in regards to the event that Bungie held on Destiny 2 yesterday. Obviously, as you can see, there are still ships falling from the sky, but, as my friend Lee here pointed out to me just a minute ago, there are actually lights that are rising from the ground as well. For example, if you look at the lower series of ships that are coming down, uh, about just above the corner of my gun there, the upper corner of my gun, are two little lights that are constantly raising higher and higher. Just before I started this video, those lights, still keeping in time with the corner of my gun there, were about there, right there, and have since gone all the way up there. Neither of us really know what these lights are, but they could be smaller scouting ships taking off to either get a look at the rest of the planet, or these may be the ships that have crashed after doing their reconnaissance, heading back up to the main ships. As you can see, the loop has restarted and they are back at the bottom there. Those will slowly rise higher and higher. Obviously it could just be sparks from the fire, but I don't think anything like that would make it that far. As you saw a minute ago, they were well above the skybox there, and I don't think that sparks from the fire would have gone all the way out there in the first place. So there are still things happening. The Traveler... I don't know if you could hear Lee there, but he's just pointed out to me that the Traveler is now bleeding light from the opposite side as it did yesterday. This is getting more and more interesting by the minute. Not only that, but it seems that the Aurora Borealis has returned. The Traveler is getting darker once again. No. I don't think it is. It's... Ah, I see what you mean now. At the same time, if those black clouds... Well... that depends on how close those clouds actually are and how far the Traveler actually is. We already know the Traveler's very, very big. I don't know if that's a light for sure, though, or not. It does seem to look more and more like just clouds as it goes. But that's very bright to be clouds. At the same time, it doesn't look that different from when the Traveler was bleeding light. That's true. Yeah, it's not quite as blue. Yeah. Yeah, Lee, I think I am going to keep the stream going for just a little bit, because I don't know if this is just going to be a loop of what was going on yesterday or not, but I want to catch it in case it isn't just a loop, because this is interesting. Another thing I want to point out to the viewers is that my friends and I have gone over this again and again, and there's nothing that could be besides one of the pyramids. Lee actually has a screenshot of that mountain range from prior to the event, and that was not there. There was no perfect pyramid-shaped peak over there. That is actually in front of the peak in his picture.
And it lights up the real peak behind it when one's laying further away. You can, if you see it long enough, you'll notice that there's a peak behind it, and it's kind of jagged and wavy, and then one will land a little closer, and it's the pointy one. Whenever this cluster lands, you'll be able to see it.
You can actually kind of see it now and then between clusters,
And you see,
thanks
that's the
to...
one behind. That's the one behind.
Yep.
And the next one will be the one in front. And this next little batch landing will be the one.
For those wondering, if you line up the tip of the pauldron that's on my shoulder and look around in that area, that's where it'll be. So, bear in mind where my pauldron's pointing to. Alright. Did you see it? It just flashed. There it is. That's not a mountain range. That is... It's too smooth. It's too perfectly shaped.
Yeah, man. You can see the mountain range behind it, and then it flashes.
Uh-huh. That is absolutely one of the pyramids.
Oh, dude, those meteors are landing so fast for my instance, dude. Like, literally, they're flashing the one behind it, the one in front, behind the front, behind the front, one back.
Yep.
I guarantee they do that on purpose if you sit here and stare long enough, just so that you can know that's something odd.
I honestly believe that every single one of these series of ships landing is leading us to a specific place. I feel like when this new season arrives, as you can see, the fire from the crash of the Almighty is flaring up again. But I think something major is going to happen here in Tower the day of the next season's release on the 9th. And the reason I feel that way is because they are surrounding us. If we look to that side, we've got that trail of ships landing, and we've got ships landing both past and behind and further and closer from the Almighty. And then we have another series landing over there where the pyramid ship is. And assuming that all cases are the same, they may not be, but assuming they are, if that series is landing at a ship or landing near one, then every single one of these would be doing the same. Which means those are landing at a pyramid ship, that's landing at a pyramid ship, as are those, and those. Which would mean that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pyramids within flying distance of the tower. And that is not good. I really do believe they're surrounding us. And obviously, with the light pollution, we can't see past the Traveler in that direction, but it's entirely possible that there may be more over there.
Man, the tower looks so fucking awesome at night.
It really does. Yo, dude, look at the right side of the Traveler. It's doing it again.
I really can't tell if it's clouds or if it's shaking.
That does make you think, like, yesterday we really did believe that that was just the Traveler bleeding light. But as Lee said, it's harder and harder to tell if that's the case or if it's just clouds. But it looks mistier than the clouds themselves. It doesn't look quite the exact same. But that could just be a trick of the light. We don't know.
Also, I've never seen black clouds before in the sky.
Yeah, the black clouds, and then we've got the bright blue clouds way back there. This is all very interesting.
What's up with the three different colors of clouds, man? There's like the blue, and then there's the slightly black, and then there's the pitch black. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a bluish gray in the middle there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That must be smoke. The black.
That would make sense, but then why is the Traveler smoking? Is it even the Traveler that's smoking? Because that could be smoke from the fires over there coming across.
Yeah, I don't know. But the sky is way bluer than usual. I know that for a damn fact.
There may be a sixth pyramid ship, come to think of it. Because some of the ships that are dropping down over there are dropping in two places. A fair distance from each other.
Yeah. Close the door. Alright, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I gotta go get the dog and I'll be right back.
Alright. So, it does look as if... Oh, fuck. Whoops. There we go. Okay. It does seem like it's on a loop. The events that have been happening since the Almighty crashed, as we now know, are in fact a loop of events. Once again, I'm going to ask the viewers to keep these sort of details to yourselves. It's not a matter of urgent secrecy. If you want to share it, then go for it. I can't stop you, and I'm not going to try, but I would ask that you do, because all of this community talk that I've been seeing has been complaining and complaining about how Bungie didn't put anything into this event and such. We know better. We've been seeing all the little details, all of the subtle, intricate signs here and there throughout this whole thing, and we've been keeping tabs on it. So, let them be ignorant. Let them figure it out for themselves that there's more to this. But I noticed that there were some interesting things going on. Wanted to share it. You can see the pyramid ship's lights way up there again, where the ships are originating. But wanted to make sure that I kept you guys updated on the things that are happening around tower. That should cover everything for today. Thank you for watching.